Hey guys, MiaNichole says thank you so much for being one of my clients in 2019. You made it awesome and so very fabulous. I appreciate being your makeup artist. Happy New Year. Hi guys, welcome to my channel. I'm just going to go ahead and do this face beat. Happy New Year. You're going to be seeing more of MiaNichole. Just stay tuned.
Kick.
So guys, I'm going to go ahead and make sure that my client's face is nice and clean and moisturized. I'm just using First Aid Beauty's Repair Cream. It's a nice moisturizer. And making sure she's hydrated. So I'm using the Laneige. You always want to make sure your client's lips are nice and moisturized as well and not crusty or dry. I'm going to go ahead and start with the brows. She has nice, decent brows, so you don't have to really make up a lot. I'm just going ahead and brushing it up with my Benefit number 5 pencil. I'm just following the shape of her arch of her eyebrow. And I'm taking short strokes, but also long to go underneath, and then brushing up as well. I am going to follow the arch at the top as well. I'm doing soft strokes. What I do like about Benefit brow pencil is nice and creamy. It's not like that waxy feeling. I used to like Anastasia, but I switched over to Benefits. I am just following the shape of her eyebrow. I'm going to be filling in a minute here with the Damone Roberts brow. It's like a pomade. It's not a pomade. It's like an eyeshadow. It looks like eyeshadow. Actually, it's really good. It's like my go-to now. Damone Roberts. He has his own Minx eyebrow powders. They're bomb. I really feel like your brows are something that probably kind of takes the longest because you want it to be real perfect. I mean, brows are, you know, definitely not going to be twins, but they should look like they sisters. You want them to at least look like they're related to each other, if you know what I mean. So I take my time with brows. That's like my thing that I love. A good brow, honey. Yes. So I'm going to go ahead and use my concealer, LA Girl Concealer in the color Fawn. And I am just following the shape. You know, my thing is if a person ain't, you know, even had a chance to get their brows tweezed or waxed or whatever, a good concealer, especially if it's thick enough, will cover up all of that. So if you got a good concealer, you know, you can go ahead and make that eyebrow shape the way you want it to be. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the concealer for the top two. Yes, it is a few shades lighter than her actual face, but you'll see in a minute where I'm going to use the foundation to just cover that up, because ain't nothing worse than that highlighted brow. Please stop doing that, y'all. So I'm gonna go ahead and take that concealer and use that concealer on her eyelids as my base for my shadow. So I am just going in and patting that on. The thing with concealer is you want to really make sure it is dried down, because if you start putting on eyeshadow and that's not dried down, honey, oh, you're gonna have a hot mess. I am going in with the Morphe palette, the 3503 Fierce by Nature palette. I'm just using this color here as my transition shade. Want to make sure that's blended well. And I'm going to go in with this other color right here, just a little darker brown, and going over that same transition shade that I put down before. And I'm making sure my colors are blended very nicely. I want to do a pop of color in the center of the lid, but just a neutral pop. So I'm going in with this color right here, but I want to make sure it's very blended well. She has a really nice eye shape where you can kind of do anything to a nice full shaped eyes. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of that, but like, ooh, you got a good eye shape. Yeah, you got a lot to work with. I am going to figure out what eyelashes I want to put on her, because my client does not like long eyelashes, honey. She don't want to fly away, but I always have to find out what size fits her, because she has smaller eyes and you want to make sure it's going to fit. So cut from the ends, you guys. Don't cut from the front, because that will really mess up the lash and mess up the person's eye with that bugging you of the eye. Have you ever had an eyelash that just scratching the crap out of your eye? Oh, it's the worst. So I'm going in here with the Huda Beauty eyeliner, and this is it. Alcohol, nigga. Just letting y'all know I am using alcohol. Hello. So don't be coming for me. I'm going in with the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara and getting those eyelashes. She doesn't have oily skin, so you want to use something that's going to benefit her face. So she doesn't have dry skin either, but the Too Faced primer is good for all skin types. And I'm using my Sephora foundation. A lot of people be sleeping on Sephora foundations, y'all. We got good stuff. We got good foundations. We got a lot of good stuff, y'all. You better stop playing. But there's that shadow cast that I was showing you guys about from the eyebrows, that I am actually going over that area, and you will not detect it, honey. You will not see it, honey. And our foundations are like $25. Y'all better stop playing and check out Sephora's foundations. Just saying, this is not a paid sponsorship, just to let y'all know. I am making sure I'm taking that foundation under her eyes as well. And you see the coverage of it. Just look at one eye compared to the other, that it has great coverage. It gets all of that, honey. And it's reasonable. It covers well. It's not too thick, you know. It's not greasy or none of that. I am going to highlight her areas that need to be highlighted. That'll be the bridge of the nose, under the eye, the forehead. I think we're going to do the chin. Boop, boop. There we go. And above the Cupid's bow, honey. Yes, you got to do that. Now that I got that to my liking, sometimes you don't want to do too much. You want to be able to use your beauty blender. Ladies, please use your beauty blender wet, damp. Okay, so you want to wet it, squeeze, and squeeze again. Okay, we will not be using beauty blenders in 2020 dry. That's a no-no. Okay. So I'm just teaching y'all a little bit in this tutorial. Okay. And I'm going back in, like I told you before, with this is the Fawn concealer, and LA Girl. Well, it's LA Girl Fawn. Y'all know what I'm saying. Okay. And I'm blending that out in all areas here, the forehead and everything like that. So when you do your concealer like this, you want to make sure that you're blending it all out. You want to melt it into the skin. That's the whole purpose of that. And then you'll see I'm going to take the foundation brush in a minute as well and blend any harshness around that concealer that the beauty blender did not get, because you want it to be cohesive togetherness. Melt together. The foundation, the concealer, melt it together. Together. So yeah. And you see how a concealer highlights the face. It brings light towards the middle of the face, if that makes any sense. So, you know, that way the inner part of your face is brought to light. Did that make sense? Y'all know what I'm talking about? Okay, so this is what I'm talking about when I was saying about blending those areas around the actual concealer so it won't be harsh. You don't want anything harsh. You want it all to be melted together cohesively. I have some good clients. I mean, great clients. Look at that. We just be cracking up. We're doing the most. I am going in with my Laura Mercier translucent powder. I use translucent powder on everybody, from my vanilla babies all the way to my chocolate babies. Okay, it is translucent, meaning there is no color, and if you don't leave it on very long, you won't have to worry about flashback. Laura Mercier's translucent powder is very finely milled. You don't have to worry about it being like that chunkiness or anything like that. I am going in every spot that I went with my concealer in. I'm taking that translucent powder over it. Y'all gotta bear with me. I haven't done a voiceover in a long time, but I'm just trying to have fun with y'all and stumbling over my words at the same time, but it's all good. I am not editing this. I am not. I mean, this is me, and I'm like this with my clients, and we just have a ball, and that's what I love doing. What I do. Okay, I'm going in with the ABH contour palette. I'm using the darkest shade in there. I'm just going around the perimeter of her face to go ahead and bronze up her face. Nothing harsh, nothing like that. They say to use one side of your face as a 3 and the other side as an E. You get it? 3, E. Well, that way you're contouring your forehead, your cheekbone, and underneath your chin on both sides. A 3 and an E. There's a tip for you for today. Ha-ha. Okay, now guys, I'm going in with the MAC Studio Fix NC47. I'm going over all the areas where I didn't put that translucent powder down. I'm just trying to set the face with this and bring warmth back to her face. You want to be able to get all areas, including around the lips and the smile lines. We'll get a lot of crease in there. I'm going in with this Morphe NB blush palette. I'm using this color right here. I'm just taking that same brown from the palette that we used originally, that brown color, and going underneath her eyes. I'm using the Better Than Sex mascara at the bottom. Want to get every little lash that we can. And now I am going in with this highlight, honey. Okay, this is the Anastasia Beverly Hills. I did a little bit of mixing. Sometimes you got to do that. Use these two colors right here. Just brings a little bronze and a little glow. Shine bright like a diamond, honey. This is the Molasses lip liner from Sephora. It is bomb. I do compare it to Chestnut from MAC, but this is very creamy. I really like our Molasses lip liner from Sephora. I'm gonna go ahead with my MAC Moisture Lips. Oh my God, have y'all ever tried these? The Moisture Mattes from MAC are bomb. So they're matte, they're not like that dry matte. They give you moisture and it tastes good. Don't eat the lipstick off though, y'all. I have to warn my clients not to do that. I am going in to finish off with this Morphe Misting Setting Spray. I love it. Make you feel like bibbity bobbity boo. And of course I'm gonna fan off my queens, honey, yes. That is the top fan, if y'all want to know where I get that bougie fan from. But this is the final product, you guys. Look at my model. Doesn't she look lovely? Aww. Look at that highlight. Look at that glow. This was before, and this is after. Okay, guys. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Bye-bye.